Colin Peckham, Artistic Director at Origin SA, also the Music Director of the Cape Town Gospel Choir, and a man who doesn't need much of an introduction, Phil Robinson, choral conductor and the director also of the South African Youth Choir, and also now involved with the Cape Town Gospel Choir. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
A busy time for the two of you, I think.
Yes.
Well, yes, it's crazy busy at the moment. This is going to be a very busy weekend. We're finally back.
I had a website open earlier. I don't have it open anymore, but I was looking at the event of the Cape Town Gospel Choir, and then it ran from what's coming up this weekend, what we're chatting about, and it runs backwards, and there's this massive gap of 3 years. And for someone like you, Colin, who's been in there from the start, this must have been so weird, like life without the Cape Town Gospel Choir.
I know, and we founded the choir in 2010, and between 2010 and 2019, we were just all over the place, you know. And then, of course, COVID, and we weren't allowed to sing anymore. And then the church where we rehearsed, they sold their building, and so we lost the rehearsal venue. Oh, my goodness, it was a whole thing. And then we had churches offering us venues, but unfortunately, it wasn't places where people who used public transport could get to. And we didn't want to do that, you know, so we didn't want to limit it. So we just hung on, and then we finally... The good people at Mowbray Presbyterian said, "Come and rehearse here." And we thought, great. So now we're back. And then I went to meet Phil.
Yes.
We'd never actually met at this point.
Yes.
I sent him a wee message on Facebook, and I said, well, why don't we have a coffee? We happen to live in the same area. And I went to him to say, look, do you have anyone who could help us with the choir? And he said, yes, me.
And so here we are. I mean, the last time we were in the studio together, it was we're looking for people to create the Cape Town Gospel Choir. The auditions are open. I mean, Phil, are you happy with what you've got in the people of Cape Town?
Very excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, we are a wonderful bunch of people together. So we are actually very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a show coming up this weekend. It's so nice to be able to say the Cape Town Gospel Choir is going to be performing. I think we'll talk about the where. It's just down the road from where we are right now and exactly what it's going to be in there. But for people that are listening saying, what kind of music does the Cape Town Gospel Choir actually sing? Is it kind of choral? Is it what? So can you give us a bit of an idea?
It is indeed. It is something of everything. So, and everything gospel.
Okay.
Though, so it is from traditional hymns to our more modern hymnal music, worship music. It is African, traditional African, American gospel. So yes, no, there's something of everything. It should be a very exciting program for the audience.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't find something you like from the program of the Cape Town Gospel Choir, you just don't like music.
Yes,
I mean, that's just
absolutely.
basically it.
Then there's nothing we can
Very
do to help
plainly
you.
said.
No, you're past help then.
So who puts it together? I know you're the artistic director, but is something you do together?
Actually,
Is there a broader team than just the two of you working
It's
on that?
pretty much Phil and me. We put it together. We sit down and we create a long list of stuff, and then we email each other. How about this song? How about this song? And eventually we whittle it down to about an hour and 15 minutes of pure joy.
That sounds so special. And I think there's something very special about the Cape Town Gospel Choir. I mean, I know someone like Phil, I mean, you worked at the South African Youth Choir, and so there's, are you finding, Colin, that Phil's kind of, you've already put together something special, but there's just asking you while he's in the room, you know, does he lift the quality or bring something extra?
He definitely stretches it. I mean, I've always said I've been very open with Phil about this. I'm an instrumental guy. I'm never happier unless I've got an orchestra sitting in front of me. Phil is the choral specialist in the room, you know, and so he definitely brings something that I can't provide.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually talked about that yesterday, that we actually work very well as a team.
When Phil's conducting, I go and stand in the middle of the choir and help some of maybe the tenors or the basses with their parts. And when I'm conducting, Phil does, and we kind of switch around.
Yes.
It's kind of random. We don't
Very
really,
random.
So it's like, are you conducting this one or am I conducting
But
this
very
one?
productive.
It works really well.
Yeah, and the thing about the Cape Town Gospel Choir, people, I don't know if anyone who's listening might know, but it kind of gives you a feel of, there's a little bit of everyone from all around Cape Town bringing their different, sounds to it, and it's very much bringing Cape Town together in a choral group, and you can almost see somebody that person looks like me, and it almost so you find someone that makes you feel at home whenever you see the Cape Town Gospel Choir perform.
That's right. I mean we have across our cultures, across our demographics. I mean, we have doctors from the northern suburbs, and we have people who live impoverished on the Cape Flats. I mean, all singing together to worship God, to glorify Him, and to lead others in worship.
Yeah.
I don't know what there's a more perfect picture of the kingdom of God than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so nice. Okay, so we've got this show, for lack of a better word, performance coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about it, Phil, for those that are wanting to come through, because it's happening right here in the northern suburbs.
Yes. Well, it is a gospel concert, so it is about spreading the gospel. It's not only about the music. And we will also encourage the audience to take part. So it is not just a concert where we will perform for the audience. There will be some of the items where they can actually sing with us. So we're going to have a band there. There is a full band. There is...
Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything without,
Yes.
other instruments there. I've got 3 trumpets, 2 trombones, string quartet, plus the
everything is
band,
there.
bass, drums, guitar, keyboard, all the usual stuff. So it's a full-on thing. We don't go half-hearted.
No. I don't think I've ever had Colin in here and anything's been a half and half.
No.
It's always been full out.
Yeah.
What a way of celebrating. I mean, celebrating talent, celebrating God ultimately, but talent in Cape Town and putting it on show for God's glory and for us to get stuck in. Phil, as you were saying, so it's okay if we all
Absolutely.
stand up and sing along.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, we've chosen some great contemporary worship songs that we invite people to join in on. I mean, together we approach the throne. It's not just us singing to you, but yes, we are going to sing for you as well. I mean, there
Yes.
will be performance items. Well, in fact, the majority of it is a worship concert. So we're going to sing a lot for you, but we're going to invite you to join in as well.
That's going to be great. So in terms of the cost, there's always somebody says, how much am I going to have to pay to go and sit and watch a performance? I'm sure it's going to be a lot.
Well, actually, in this case, it's whatever you want to give. So I don't like charging for stuff, but there are bills to pay. So you
Yes.
kind of have to have some income. And I especially don't like having offerings on the night because you have to interrupt the flow of the evening to say, now give us your money. Don't like doing that. So what we've done this time is we're trying a new system, which we've been using in the UK in our ministry there for a little while, and it's worked really well, which has basically said you can book your ticket online and just donate what you want to. So if you genuinely can't afford anything, you give us a call at our office, and we'll give you a free ticket. If you can afford to donate 1,000 rand, by all means go ahead and do it.
Very welcome.
Otherwise, there's a recommended donation of 75 rand. But it's give what you want, give what you can.
And that's a beautiful thing, because you also don't want to deny people the opportunity. You can't
Right.
live your life
Yes.
and never ever have to ever have the opportunity to see or hear something just because money is a factor.
That's right. Yes, I'd much rather lose money but reach a soul than make money and have people miss out because they couldn't afford to come.
Yeah, that shows you your hearts are in the right place. And someone listening right now saying, wow, I never thought I'd be able to do it. Now I actually can. But where do I have to get to, Phil? So for those who are asking, where is it?
Yes, so I think Colin should answer because
right.
they
Okay,
need to
yes.
go to the website.
Yes,
Okay,
well, you go to the
but-
website, but the actual venue is Protea Valley Church.
Yes.
Now, I understand that for some people listening to this down in, I don't know, Muizenberg, they're going to think there's more by Botswana, but it's not. It's by Tiger Valley.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. That's probably the easiest way to say it. It's by Tiger. It's near Tiger Valley.
Yeah, just down the road from
It's
where we're
just
sitting
down
right
the road.
now.
Yeah. And for tickets, you go to www.originsa.org, originsa.org.
Yeah.
And where to from here? I know it's the end of the year. Have you been looking ahead to 2024 and ways to take the Cape Town Gospel Choir around?
Oh yes, we have very exciting things planned for next year. The Cape Town City Hall has been booked for 2 big events.
Okay.
The first one will be in April, 20th of April. It is with full orchestra, symphony orchestra. It's going to be a city praise evening. So this is going to be a massive event. Colin has also invited our South African Youth Choir will also join, and we will invite another choir or choirs to join us.
Yeah.
So that will be a big and a massive event. Yeah,
So
very
looking
excited.
forward to that. I
Yes.
got to say,
we are
so looking
all
forward to
very
that.
excited.
Yeah, and we've also booked the Cape Town Philharmonic for an event later in the year.
Yeah.
And we are also talking to other venues. I can't reveal them yet because they haven't agreed. but it's a very exciting year ahead.
Wow, that's so good. To be able to do something like this so enthusiastically from almost what felt like a vacuum.
Yeah.
This is a really good place to be. Anything, we often spoke about Easter things, anything specifically for Easter?
Well, the April one's going to be kind of between Easter and Ascension Day, so we're going to do it in about that. It's slightly more complicated because Easter tends to be during holidays, and also a lot of churches have a lot of programs at Easter, and we
that's
don't
true.
necessarily want to drag their people away from those programs to perform with us, you know. So we're trying to complement the church and fill in the gaps rather than compete.
So there you have it. I have the brochure, the poster here in front of me. It says Praise Night with the Cape Town Gospel Choir this coming Sunday, the 19th, from 7 p.m. That's in Protea Valley Church, Van Riebeek-Hof Road in Protea Valley in Bellville. OriginSA.org is where you'll get those tickets from, and make that donation, as you heard from Colin a little bit earlier on. And there's also a number. I was there yesterday to have a look at it. There's a number to call if you say, look, I'd like to go, but I can't afford a ticket. They'll make a special plan for you, but you just need to call that number. It's right there on OriginSA.org. You have to click the events tab, and then it'll show you Praise Night, Sunday, 19 November. So it's a few mouse clicks away, and you'll get there. And how exciting for Sunday. Phil and to Colin, always a pleasure having you here from the Cape Town Gospel Choir. Phil Robinson, the choral director, and the man behind so many things, but also the Cape Town Gospel Choir, Colin Peckham. Thank you so much, gents. Great having you with us.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, what a pleasure. And if you're saying, oh, but I'm all lost now with all of these things you've told me and all of these addresses, but I still want to go, all you have to do is contact our number. Even send it on our WhatsApp line. You know what that is. We'll have the details here on this side. We'll direct you to the right places so you don't miss out at all. It's almost time for us to greet you, but we will say goodbye on the other side of this.